That's your 7 weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Dan Bickford.
That's your 94.1 Lake forecast from the 24/7 weather team. 94.1 The Lake, WSNW.
Good news, only good news on City Talk. Good news, only good news on City Talk. Good news, only good news on City Talk. Good news, only good news on City Talk.
Well, good morning. When you hear the music, you know it's good news on the radio. And we got Mayor Dan Alexander. He is the most listened to mayor's radio talk show in the county. We got a great show. So what we're going to do is pause for just a little minute and hear about some things happening in and around Seneca. And then we're going to get everything started with Mayor Dan Alexander's show called City Talk. Stay with us, everybody. Good Saturday morning.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pain. We can handle all of your insurance claims. We're the quickest cure whenever your glass breaks. Glass Doctor, Glass Doctor. Call us 7 days a week and we'll be there. Your home, car, or business, or anywhere. Windows, mirrors, tabletops, will take good care of you. Glass Doctor, Glass Doctor. Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
Spring is on the way, and now is the best time to stop into Emily's to see the latest spring trends arriving daily. You already know Emily's offers free gift wrapping. Well, how about wrapping yourself head to toe in the latest styles in clothing and shoes? Plus, Emily's always has the latest Brighton handbags and jewelry, as well as a great selection of Naote sandals. Emily's offers a personal shopping experience, custom fittings, and alterations. You can even shop by appointment after hours. It's true. You're always special at Emily's Ladies Apparel in Dogwood Plaza in Seneca.
And just like that, we're back on City Talk, Mayor Dan Alexander's weekly Good News radio program. And I am honored to be joined by my next guest here, is no stranger to this market because she's been around here, Dr. K.D. McCurley, and she's with Balanced Life Wellness. Good morning, K.D. How you doing?
Good morning, Raleigh. It's good to see you this morning. So excited to be here.
Now, Doctor, this is your first radio interview.
It is.
This kind of makes you a little nervous.
A little nervous.
So we're going to schedule some people jumping in the window, waving flags back and forth. No, just kidding. You'll be fine. But anyway, tell me, first of all, you have a business here in Seneca.
Yes.
And tell me what you do. Tell me, and I'm going to ask you some questions because I'm intrigued by it. So tell me what you do here in Seneca.
Okay, so I own a business over off of 123 in the Common Square Plaza, and I am a chiropractor. Now, I'm a holistic chiropractor, which sometimes throws a lot of people off just a little bit, but I have been here in Seneca since 2018. We're getting ready to have our 4th anniversary coming up.
That's amazing.
Really soon.
Now, how's your chiropractic different from just another chiropractor? Because you put a word, what was that word?
Holistic.
There you go.
Holistic. I'm known as a holistic chiropractor.
Explain to me, because I'm going to play like first time ever hearing this.
Sure.
Not only have I've actually taken my daughter to you, but I know about your business, so I'm going to try to play that person that says, hey, what is this? So tell me the difference.
So I actually practice a technique that's called network spinal. Okay. It's a very light touch. So a lot of people don't like the racks and the pops. What about the
cracking? A lot of people...
Right. A lot of people are a little weary of that. And so this technique is very light. It's very gentle. It's done along the spine without any popping and cracking. Because I have clients who like, I know I need chiropractic care, but I don't want to be popped. And so that allows me to kind of...
Is that the medical term?
Yeah. So, because a lot of people use that because they've heard about chiropractic all their life from neck pain and back pain. And they're a little weary because they are not always comfortable, I guess is the best word to use, comfortable with that popping and being rolled up like a pretzel and those kinds of terms that other people might describe their chiropractic care as. And so I specialize in network spinal.
So light touch.
A very light touch. And it's a very holistic approach in that we're using the whole spine. We're looking at the whole body as it works together as a complete unit and not just one location. So that's what makes it different.
I got so many questions.
Go for
it. We only got 15 minutes on this segment. However, since you're now a radio veteran, you're going to come back, and we're going to have you on here a lot more times. And as a matter of fact, you and the mayor, we had a segment on Facebook Live one morning where he came out and got a little holistic, I guess, or
so we actually did the activator treatment with Doctor.
What's an activator?
With Doctor. His mayor. I'm just going to call him Dr. Alexander.
Yeah, sometimes he is a doctor.
Yeah. So the mayor came in.
I'll say that now, Dr. Alexander.
Yeah. So I just said it, and now it's going to stick in your brain. So the mayor came out, and we used an activator. So the activator is more of the traditional model of chiropractic, in that it's a tool that's been around since the 60s, and it allows us to actually pinpoint, instead of adjusting a whole region, we can adjust one bone. So it's a little bit more easy for a lot of patients who are older, some of those patients who are still worried about the crack and the pop. So that's what we did with the mayor. And we still offer that service, and we offer that service on Wednesdays, because my specialty is what we run 90% of the time in the office, but we also want to make sure if there's somebody else coming in from other areas, right? So we have a lot of people that have moved here from other states. They're looking for something new. They're maybe used to the activator, so we kind of get them in with that, and then
the activator's a little gun.
It's a
thing.
little clicky,
a little
type
click,
gun.
click, and you put it on your spine, and you know exactly where to put it.
Yes,
right?
yes. Those are trained.
You're a trained professional.
I'm a trained professional.
I love it. Dr. Katie McCurley is with me today, Balanced Life Wellness, and, of course, also a member of the Business Development Support Center, and glad to have her on here with that, and we want to get the message out. And first of all, your location. So many people don't know where you are. How do you tell them where you are?
Yes, so I give landmarks like 313 Cafe.
Everybody knows where that is.
If you know where that's at, you should be able to find my office. You come into that parking lot, and you'll see 313 Cafe at one end. You'll see the Eyeglass Center at the top end, and then there's a small little building that sits off to the end of that parking lot. You'll find us next door to the Hanger Clinic. A lot of people know where that's at. We have signs out. We have parking spaces that are marked so you can actually see us. And physical location is 12A Boardwalk Place.
There you go. If you're writing this down. And if you are listening, and we're actually being on Facebook broadcasted, so they can go back and rewind it and get that number. So what's your address again?
So it's 12A Boardwalk Place. Okay, and you're going to find us on 123. You can't miss us. You can't miss us. You just might have to drive around the block once or twice, but you can't miss us.
Go in 313 and ask them where you are. Dr. Katie, I love the name. It's an easy name to remember. I love your logo. It's got the little spine for Balanced Life Wellness.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yes, so we incorporated this.
So you knew you wanted to be a chiropractor for a long time. Are you from here originally?
Yeah, so my family's originally from Oconee County.
You grew up here?
Yeah, so I was here for a while. My grandparents lived out in Return. I went to a little Presbyterian church over here for kindergarten. Then I went to Oakway Elementary, and then Oakway, yeah. I'm old.
I remember the Oakway Rebels.
I'm kind of old.
No, I relate to that. And you know, so many people will. It's nice to know, though. You've came back to start your business here.
Yes.
You could have went anywhere.
I could have went anywhere, but I am a pretty active person. I like to kayak and hike, and
you got it all, right?
I picked up golf in the last year, and so.
What about golf? Is that bad for your back?
Well,
I play.
It can be, but if you keep your back in shape, and
what do you do? What do you tell people?
And you do the right stretchings.
So if somebody's listening today, if they don't get anything out of here, they can probably go call KD, and you may be able to fix her back and their golf swing.
Yeah, right. And that's actually
one session.
Yeah, that's actually what I say to a lot of people, like especially golfers, because you always have like one side of the back that seems to be stronger than the opposite side that you're swinging. So a lot of times I'll get people in that are having some lower back pain, and I just work with them,
and
I
can fix them.
Yeah, I can get some of my people back out on the course within 3 or 4 visits, and they start playing again. So yeah.
How do you know when you need a chiropractor?
So a lot of people relate chiropractic to only back pain or neck pain.
Yeah, I know. I've heard different things about. I mean, some people told me chiropractor's even good for colds.
Yes. So
like common cold.
Right.
I've never heard of that until I think I was talking to somebody.
Right. So from the lifestyle that I come from, I've been under care since I was 15. It's something that I've always had.
So you've had a chiropractor work on you since you were 15?
Since I was 15.
Wow.
Yeah. And it actually helped me keep up with an engineering job that was very demanding for about 25 years of my life. But what I discovered when I went to grad school is that chiropractic is so much more than we actually talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the health of the human nervous system. And if that nervous system is not healthy, then there are things that, as far as range of motion, can be infected. Your muscle system gets affected by, not proper nerve conduction.
Well, your spine controls everything in your body.
Absolutely. And I believe, this is my personal opinion.
Or you're a doctor, I'm listening.
And this is my personal opinion, that you should be under chiropractic care, not just for pain, but for the health of your body long term. I've got 80-year-olds, I've got 93-year-olds who have done this. They've done this all their life, and they actually still garden. And
that's good.
Quality of life is what we're talking
it's all about.
Is that quality of life of being able to say, what do you want to look like when you're 80 years old? Do you want to be
I want to still be
active?
able to get out.
Do you want to still play golf? Do you want to still play golf?
I
still want to play golf.
Yeah, I want to
go kayaking. And so for me,
now's the time to get it started.
Yeah. And so I think kids should be under care. I mean, this is a family practice, even though probably a lot of people don't associate that with my office right now. This is a family practice. Everybody should be under care.
Right.
It is one of the greatest things that I have done for my life. And Riley's looking at me because, Riley, do I look like I'm 53?
No,
I don't, right?
See, that shocked me when you said Oakway. That was just blown out. What?
Right.
Well, that's good. So chiropractic makes you look younger.
That's what we hope.
People will be signing up by the numbers.
Right.
They're
come
right
on.
now texting you and emailing you.
Come on in. And basically, your quality of life is driven from your spine, and the healthier that spine is, then the healthier you're going to be.
And that's what it's all about: keeping active, being able to get out. See, I've got a 12-year-old. And she keeps me, getting out, chasing her, playing softball, doing all this kind of stuff. So, but you're right. It is quality of life, and that's what you're after. If you're just joining us, we're talking chiropractic care with Dr. K.D. McCurley right here in Seneca, 313 Shopping Center. That plaza there, you go in there, you can't miss her. If you're facing it, look to the left, find your way back there. Check her out online, Facebook. You're all connected with all that stuff.
Yeah,
How do they keep up
so
with
the best way to get a hold of me on Facebook is almost the same way that you would get in touch with me on the web, and that is Balanced Life Well. Okay, that's the @ sign.
Not the nest. You leave that out.
So that's the @ sign for Facebook and Instagram. Okay, and then for the website, it's balancelifewell.com. Cool. I mean, those are great ways.
How about an old-fashioned way of calling you?
You call us.
I always ask for that because there's some. I have relatives. I'm trying to get my mom to come in, and she's reluctantly, but she does have an iPad now. We got her an iPad for Christmas, so she's actually looking at pictures, and before long, she'll want to. We can email her pictures. So that's coming. So it's slow. I'm going slow, and my mom listens to this program all the time.
Right.
But the phone number.
864-723-3055. Okay, we'll give that to you again. 864-723-3055. You will hear my voice because you're hearing me now. You will hear my voice on the answer machine. If I can't get to your call, please leave me a message. I promise you, I do call you back.
You do?
I do. I will call you back, and we will have a conversation about what's going on. We'll try to set you up an appointment for what's convenient for you. I'm trying to think what else is important about that.
And having you here, Dr. K.D. McCurley is with us this morning on City Talk. Now we're out of time. It's probably, you didn't realize it was going to go this fast, but I told you it'd be very quick.
Right.
If somebody's listening today and you want them, you know how it's, I tell people at seminars, I speak at some seminars. I'm speaking at one for a leadership program with Turning Point Church coming up here in a few weeks. I tell people I may talk for 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever, but if I can go to seminars and get that one thing that I can take back and put it in gear, what would you want people to get out of this radio interview today?
Wow, that's a great question. One of the things that I'm really working on this year is becoming more and more part of this community. And I do a lot of advertising in the Journal, and you'll get education moments from some of my advertising. But the key thing that I've kind of come up with this year is that I want to inspire our community to have a healthy, wholesome, quality life, and people to have an abundant living. And so that's where I'm at. That's what my message is. And it's not about come in and let's get your back and your neck checked from pain.
Making a lifestyle
We want to make this a lifestyle change.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Doctor, you're not one and done with us. This is a series that being one of the members told me when they signed up for the BDSC, they said, I didn't realize it was going to be like this, all this promotion, all this stuff that we're doing for now. They're having to work sometimes on weekends. So I told them, I said, hey, that's what the city and the mayor and the city administrator and Debbie Williams were all working together to get business. And you're doing a great thing by being a part of that. And we look forward to more visits with you on the radio. How about that?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We got the first one out of the way.
The nerves are over.
And the nerves are over. But, I'm a talker anyway. And so.
And a good one.
And I always enjoy meeting people. And I'm ready for spring to roll around.
We all are. It's getting close. Doctor, thank you again for everything.
Thank you, Riley.
All right, there she is, Dr. K.D. McCurley, Balanced Life Wellness. Check her out right there in the comments. Can't miss. If you miss anything, go back, listen to it again on Facebook, or just call me at City Hall. I'll get you in touch with the doctor. Quick commercial break, and we'll be back.
94.1 The Lake, WSNW.
The all-new Seneca Business Development Support Center is going great, but instead of me talking about how great it is, I thought I'd reach out to one of our new members and get their opinion. Here's Dear Rosie's Erica, and I had a chance to sit down with her and talk to her a little bit. Erica, you're glad you joined the Business Development Support Center.
Yes, it was a great idea format, and we got some great planning in. And I loved all the ideas.
And not just the ideas. We even helped you out in your advertising and marketing.
I loved it. So it's great because I don't always have time to sit down and go through and plan all of that out. And so y'all had it planned out for me.
And you love our events, the ones that we help you market your business with, especially jazz.
Oh, I am a huge fan of jazz. I'm always promoting jazz because it's such a great thing for the community and all the business owners downtown.
The new program is developing a great reputation of networking businesses together, and you took part in one of our events and had a networking opportunity.
I love that. So it was a great time to get to meet other professionals and see what they're doing and how we can team up and do things together.
And if your business wants to be a part of this innovative and exciting new idea, call the Seneca Business Development Support Center Business Doing Business Hotline, 864-885-2715.
Strickland Marine and RV in Seneca, South Carolina has been delivering outdoor memories since 1988. With products from Chaparral Boats, Premier Pontoons, and Sea-Doo Personal Watercraft, you'll find top-of-the-line boats from leading companies in the marine industry. Strickland Marine and RV's service department includes 6 technicians that are factory trained by Mercury, Yamaha, Volvo, Honda, and Sea-Doo. As an RV dealer, they sell travel trailers and fifth wheels by Coachman, the RV industry's most recognized and trusted name. Stop by and take a look at their vast array of inventory at 1771 Blue Ridge Boulevard in beautiful downtown Bountyland, or visit their website at www.stricklandmarineandrv.com.
And we're back on City Talk with Mayor Dan Alexander and in Studio B. So we're doing a new process here, and I know it's going to sound good, and I'm going to get Stanley Gibson to pull that microphone over there to him up against his mouth there so he can hear all my great questions. Anyway, Stanley Gibson with the Farm Center Board Chair. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
Well, glad to have you here. And also your compadre he's not here today, Curtis Brock. Curtis is actually out of the country right now.
That's true. He's doing a mission trip.
Good deal. God bless him. Hope he leads a lot of people to our Lord and Savior, and appreciate all the work he's doing. Well, we're here today to talk about something pretty special, is the Farm Center. First of all, when people hear that, the Farm Center, they have no clue. What are you talking about? What do you tell them when somebody walks up, Farm Center? What is that?
Well, what we are is we're a nonprofit, number one, and this all started about 12 years ago at a young farmer meeting at West Oak High School. We were looking for ways to spotlight agriculture, to celebrate the importance of agriculture to the county, and also look for new ventures for young folks to go into agriculture and provide marketing opportunities for them. We started not knowing any better. We thought, well, let's start a fair. So in 2009, we had our first South Carolina Foothills Heritage Fair. We had that actually behind West Oak High School, there in the field behind the high school.
I remember that.
We have bounced around some. We were on Highway 59 for a little bit.
I remember that.
Then we were across the road from Blue Ridge Electric for about 4 or 5 years.
I went to that one.
Yep. And we started, while we were there, we started the Foothills Heritage Market, the farmers market.
Now that's grown.
It has. It has grown exponentially over the years, and it has really been fantastic and really been a real blessing to the community and to our growers to give them an opportunity to market their products there. And then in 2017, we entered into an agreement with the county on a 57-acre tract located on Highway 123 between Seneca and Westminster, an excellent location there. Our goal is to convert that into an agricultural and education center, and the address there is 2063 Sandifer Boulevard in Seneca. So if you haven't seen it, it's easy to tell where we are now. We've got a brand new sign up there for the farm center, and it jumps out at you.
Now, how many acres is that farm center?
It's 57 acres.
And it's all cleared out.
It's all cleared. We started out with a pasture. And then since then,
grown. I mean,
we have added, we put in the market building, and we thought when we built it, a 30 by 100 building, we said, all right, we're set for the next 5 years.
Right.
Well, by the end of that year, we needed another building because we had completely packed it with over 30 vendors.
Well, if you're just joining us, Stanley Gibson with us here at the Mayor Dan Alexander's weekly Good News Radio program. Now this is kind of unique. We're growing kind of like you guys are. We're expanding. Now we're simulcasted on Facebook. So this will be archived, and if you've got friends all over the country, you can go back and listen to this. If you missed it, if it's 10 o'clock in the afternoon, you say, oh, man, Stanley was on the radio. I missed his show. You can go back to Facebook at Seneca SC Events and go back and listen to this interview. Well, I wanted to get you on here. First of all, you guys joined our new Seneca Business Development Support Center. We appreciate you coming on board with this, and it's marketing for businesses to get the word out about what you're doing. Now, you got some things on. I had the privilege of going out with you and Curtis, riding around, kind of looking at the location there, the whole site,
right,
in a truck, and it's a really neat thing. If you hadn't been out there, you need to ride by there, check it out, see the big sign, go check it out. Now, you've got something here that we want to get out. We wanted to get you in here and talk about. It's the first annual Farm Center Sporting Clay Fundraiser. I didn't realize how big this was until I was talking to a friend of mine that travels and does this. And he says, you guys got a clay shoot? And I said, yeah. He said, what day is it? And I told him, he said, I need to look at my calendar. He drives all over the country to do this. This is a pretty big deal. It is coming.
Yep, it is. March the 5th, we're going to have our inaugural event. When we kind of went into this, kind of like we did with the fair many years ago, we said, okay, let's try this and see what happens. Like you, we thought it's got a lot of potential. Well, the potential has definitely been realized because we have completely filled up the morning flight with over 20 teams that'll be coming in and shooting that morning. And as a result of that, we've opened up an afternoon flight. So if you're still interested in coming and shooting, all you need to do is go to the website, farmoconey.org, or go to the Farm Center page on Facebook. Pull up the information there, send in your application, or if you want to come the day of. As I said, the morning is full, so if you come in, what you'll need to do is show up around 12 o'clock. We'll feed you lunch, and then after lunch, we'll let you go out and shoot the course. We've got 10 stations, so each station will shoot 10 times, so you got 100 shots there.
This is going to be more than probably once or twice a year. I think I could see this happening more. I know it's your first annual, but I could see more people coming in and doing that.
We're already looking at for doing another event in the fall.
And when you said that it's sold out full, how many teams is that?
Right now we have 23 teams that are registered. And what we like to do is have 2 teams per station, and with 10 stations, that's 20 teams. So we have already started moving some of the teams to the afternoon. So the plan will be to have 20 in the morning, and then if the need is there, we'll add 20 teams for the afternoon as well.
Now, who came up with this idea? How did this happen?
It was kind of a joint event. Curtis Brock and Jeff Holsey and Brandon Lynch and myself were kind of looking at ways that we could branch out as far as the farm center and look at different avenues of funds to come in. And this just kind of came up as, hey, have we thought about doing a clay shoot? And it kind of went from there. We contacted the folks down in the lower part of the state that put these events on all over the country, and they agreed to come up and work with us, and that's been fantastic to have that experience to lean on as we were putting this together.
You know, one of the things I seen here when I first saw this, I said, "You got room out there to shoot?"
Oh, yeah.
And so, what do they shoot? What do you know? What kind of gun? Was it shotgun shells? I guess
it'll be shotgun. Yeah,
so
usually
it's not
12 gauge,
long range rifle
no.
bullets.
It's all shotgun, just bird shot.
Okay.
And so the way we'll set it up, we've got a perimeter road there on the site.
Right.
And it'll be set up along that perimeter road, shooting back toward the woods. One of the beauties of being where we are is there's no houses around us.
Right.
And so it gives us an opportunity. So we'll be shooting back toward the swamp and the woods that's back in there. And hopefully we'll be running off those wild hogs that have been frequenting the location here recently, too.
Yeah, they can be a nuisance. Well, it's the first annual Farm City Sporting Clay Fundraiser, and the morning session is full. Now, you can sign up in the afternoon if you want to come out and shoot clay, right?
That's
you got
correct.
Some openings. How many openings do you have there?
We have room for about another 12 to 15 teams.
You'll sell that'll be full.
We hope so.
This is an area that likes to shoot guns, Stanley. You know that.
Yeah. Well, and that was one of the things that led us to in that
everybody's
direction.
got guns.
Yeah, people like to make noise. So.
Oh yeah, and you know, deer season's over, so they need to go shoot something.
That's exactly right.
You know, and it can get them ready for like dove season. I think that's coming up soon, or duck season. So I don't know what the seasons are, or clay, or whatever, or, you know, whatever it is. But I know there's something that starts in April.
Right. Yep. So it'll be a good way to keep them tuned up.
Yeah. There you go. And of course, if you want to know more, how do people find out?
They need to go to our website. That's farmoconey.org, farmoconey.org, or they can go to our Facebook page, just simply the Farm Center, and all of the forms, all the information is available there. If they have any questions, again, on the website, they can scroll to the bottom of the page, click that contact link. It's got the phone numbers there, as well as the phone numbers are on the forms that are at both sites there. So, you know, if you have questions, let us know. We'll be glad to work with you. We're trying to get this out and make it as big a community event as possible.
You know, I was just looking here. It says what to bring. So it shows here on your flyer. And, of course, we've got this on our website. We'll have it on our Facebook page, too, and our BDSC site, the Business Development Sports Center. But a shotgun, ammunition, at least 5 boxes, must be 7.5 or 8 shot, bird shot, or whatever it is.
Right.
And eye and ear protection are required, so if you are planning to do that. Well, I'm excited about this. We're going to keep promoting this for you, and once it fills up, please let me know. And I see more events like this coming to the Farm Center, and I know our city administrators kind of reached out to you about some events that we're looking at doing. So if people want to maybe ask you to show them around, maybe they've got some ideas about events, how do they set up appointments to see you guys?
Once again, the best thing is go to the website, scroll down, hit that contact button. My phone number's listed right there at the top of the page on the contacts. Just give me a call. I'll be glad to meet you out there, show you the site. Let you see what we've got now. Basically, we've got an arena there to have events in. We, of course, have the fairgrounds with all the power and water set up there. We've got the 100 by 30 market building, and then we also have an amphitheater areas there that is available for use for outside groups if they would like to come in and rent the facility and have events there, as well as what we're putting on.
Now, for the outside events, if somebody's listening and want to put one on, do you have the water or power? Do you have that available?
Yes, we have water and power available. We're set up to where if you need to come in and you've got 20 people that want to spend the night in camp, we have full hookup, except for water, except for sewer, we have water and power hookup for them as well. So, we're constantly adding. We've got that in place. Our future plans are to add a 60 by 100 livestock building, to put a stage down at the amphitheater.
That'd be nice.
To hopefully get some permanent restroom and meeting facilities in place there. And then eventually down the road have a 200 by 400 covered arena that we can have a multitude of events in.
Well, the Farm Center right there off 123, people ride by there all the time and wonder what's happening with it. I'm glad you came on the radio because you read about it, you hear about what we're doing with it. Well, if you're hearing for the first time, you've got some great plans, and that's really good for everybody to hear.
Well, we're excited, and we're very fortunate to have the support we do in Oconee County. We have a great board of volunteers, and we thank everybody for all they've done, and we look forward to working with everybody going forward.
And before we go, Stanley, you mentioned volunteers. How, if I want to be a volunteer, if I want to come out and help you, what do I need to do?
Okay, best thing to do, you can shoot us an email directly at farmoconee@gmail.com. We have opportunities with the farmers market, with the fair, as well as the various events that we have there at the farm center. So we're always looking for folks that are interested in what we're trying to do in the mission that we have. Our big thing is the 3 E's. We want education, economic development, and entertainment. If it fits in one of those 3 categories, we're all for it.
Well, you're on the right track. I appreciate you taking time out of your day, and I know you guys are real busy. And of course, don't forget, folks, the first annual Farm Center Sporting Clay Fundraiser, Saturday, March the 5th, coming up here in just a few days away from today. And also, if you're in your car, maybe traveling, listening, or if you're watching us or listening to us on Facebook, you can always back up and get the numbers. But if you're in your car, remember you can always reach out to me at City Hall, Seneca City Hall, 885-2700. Ask for me. I'll get you in touch with Stanley or Curtis and get you all signed up for that. Brother, thank you for all you're doing, and we're going to get you back on here from time to time and keep us up to date with everything happening with the Farm Center.
We'll do it. Thank you so much. This has been a joy.
All right, there he is, Stanley Gibson with the Farm Center. Put that on your calendar. If you just want to go watch and just check it out, hey, feel free to go by there. First Annual Farm Center Sporting Clay Fundraiser coming up on March the 5th. We're going to take a quick commercial break with Mayor Dan Alexander, and we'll be back with more City Talk. Stay with us.
From the Lake Kiowee Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Studios, Lake 94.1 is W231BX and WSNW Seneca.
Dogwood Plaza, it's Saturday morning. I'm with Molly Dodd from Heartwarmers Gifts and More. Good morning, Molly. How are you?
I'm good.
You are open today, and your hours start at 10 o'clock. And, of course, Heartwarmers is conveniently located in the Dogwood Plaza. And this is the best place if you're still looking for that birthday gift, a last-minute gift. What's some of the great things that people can get if they come in at 10?
We have a huge selection of Swig cups. They're double-walled insulated cups, dishwasher safe. We have koozies, tumblers, coffee mugs, wine glasses. We also have a very large selection of Scout bags. So if you're still looking for a new lunchbox for school or a bag for your school to carry things in, or if you're a teacher and need an extra little bag to carry all your books and stuff in, you can come in and purchase that.
Well, make sure you do that. 10 o'clock today, Molly's going to be open here at Heartwarmers Gifts and More, Dogwood Plaza. Come check her out.
Hello, this is Joe Nelson, branch manager for Community First Bank in Seneca. As we all make resolutions to get healthier for the new year, we should also plan for our financial health. Let Community First Bank help. We take our responsibility towards our finances seriously, and we are committed to outstanding customer service. We are both responsible and flexible in meeting your banking needs. Bank with someone who truly cares about your financial well-being. Community First Bank. We know what matters.
And we're back on City Talk, Mayor Dan Alexander's weekly radio good news program, and honored to be joined by a new business right here on Ramcat Alley, Avion Bridal. If you don't know where that is, it's right smack dab in the middle of Ramcat Alley right here in downtown Seneca. So I've got Amelia Goodwin and Denise Addis on the radio. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning, Riley.
So tell me, Denise and Amelia, who is the bridal expert here that we're going to talk with in just a minute. Denise, how did this happen?
Well, Riley, it just came about because I felt like we had nothing like this in our area, and for brides to have to travel to Hartwell, to Greenville, I just felt like it was kind of unfair to them. And we have such a wonderful area here, and we have people getting married all the time with these great venues around, and I just felt like I needed to bring this to our area, to the Seneca area. Let's keep it here. Let's make this city just as fabulous as Greenville.
You know, when I became events coordinator years ago, about 12 years ago, and I was talking to some of the businesses here on Ramcat Alley in downtown Seneca, and one of the things I remember very, like it was on the top of my head every time I would talk to someone that they may have a daughter or somebody getting married, and they said, Riley, can you do anything to keep us from having to drive to Atlanta or having to drive to Charlotte or Greenville? I said, what are you talking about? And they said, there's no bridal stores around here. And I never really thought about that. And now here you go. You got one right here. So,
exactly.
Well, I'm happy for you. Now, when did you officially open your doors?
We opened on the night of Jazzy Christmas, which was December the 12th. And yes, we finally got the place remodeled, and we were able to invite all of the people that were at Jazz in. They got to see all of the new renovations. They got to see the dresses and things that we have available.
Well, I'm with Amelia Goodwin and Denise Addis. Avion Bridal is a brand new bridal store here in Seneca. And Amelia, you're on the program with Denise this morning. You're the bridal expert. Is that what she said?
That is what she calls me.
Is that your degree? You do bridals very well.
Not my degree, but that would be my passion.
I've just heard so much about you. First of all, welcome to Seneca. You've been here a couple of years now.
Yes, sir. 2 years.
A California girl.
Yes, born and raised.
How did you find Seneca?
My husband works here in town, and his company moved him up from Savannah, Georgia. And we met and got married and blended our families, and I moved to South Carolina, Seneca.
Welcome. We're glad to have you. Now, what do you think about this area?
I absolutely love it. I never thought that I would be living in the South and a whole different lifestyle. I mean, we live in the country, much slower, and that helps my...
Not like California.
No.
I've been to California.
And it's beautiful. It's wonderful.
It is really nice, but there's a lot of rush.
It's a lot of rush, and it's a lot of comparison and who does this and who does that. And I feel like in this town especially, everyone just is so excited to meet each other. Yeah. First store, I ever went in, 5 different people from the back of the store to the front just said hi. How are you today?
Isn't that great?
And smiled, and they were genuine.
Yeah.
So I think it's an incredible place to raise our families and to not only be here for that, but to stay and continue to build this community that is so tight-knit, and to continue supporting all these businesses that we have so amazing and local. I think that's incredible.
Well, we're glad you're here, and especially glad you teamed up with Denise Addis here at Avion Bridal. So, with that being said, bridal, someone getting married, you got to start somewhere. What do you tell? What do you do? How do you begin your journey on this?
So as far as someone walking through the door,
so they get asked to be married, like you get to pop the question, right?
Especially at Christmas time. They
get
their ring.
Hey, let me tell you this. We had one of our guys from the city ask his wife to get married at the Seneca Christmas Parade. We actually, and it's on Facebook. You can go back and watch it. If you go to Seneca SC Events and watch the parade, I do it play by play. I was kind of like the Al Roker down on the pavement there in front of the stage.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, one of our guys gets out of the car, the Seneca Light and Water truck, goes back to the trailer. His wife to be has no idea, and proposes right there at the parade. So, and she said yes.
I hope so.
I didn't stick the microphone in there because I just wanted to make sure there was some crying.
Yeah.
Yes, so you just never know. So once you get the question, everything's good. You got all this. It starts going 100 miles an hour. You got to find a dress.
Absolutely.
And they got to come to you. They got to come to Avion Bridal. What do they need to know?
When you walk in the door, I first ask about their personality. I can tell within 5 minutes of meeting a bride their personality. I can tell by the way they're dressed, even if they're in sweatpants, the way they carry themselves, typically what type of dress will look good on their body type. And it's not just what looks good on them, but how they feel in a dress. So I ask them, what is the theme of your wedding? They said, well, I have no idea. I haven't even planned anything. I just want the dress. I want it secured. That's very, very common. So I said, okay, well, let's build your wedding around the dress. And that happens, I would say, more than half of the time. And these women want either something very traditional, Southern, classic, or something that's new and contemporary. And you never know what's going to happen during an appointment, okay? But they need to know that we are there to make them feel absolutely beautiful and confident. We don't care about what size they are. We're extremely size inclusive, and we want them to know that no matter what, they will come into our store and feel pampered and beautiful, and it's not a facade. It's not something that we're just trying to throw and create this image. It is truly how we are and how we present these brides to be the most confident that they can possibly be on the most important day. It's their special day, and it's about them.
Yep.
And yeah, we want them to feel like royalty. Because that is what it's about. I mean, you are paying a lot of money for this dress, but more importantly, we want you to be beautiful inside and out. And that's what every girl should feel.
That is so nice.
And especially on their wedding day.
It is. Now, you talk about people walk in, they don't know where to start. That's my next question. I mean, do they just get a dress? Do they have to go? I mean, do you guys help them find a coordinator for if they want to do a church wedding or outside? Because we have so many beautiful venues around here. Do you help them in that regards?
That will be our next step, is working together with different venues and different people that they need, say, littlest things, alterations, or caterers, or flowers, for example, that we have in-house.
You know someone that can do that.
Yeah, we have someone we know really well that can do that. But we can help them and point them in the direction and help them get not just great deals, but to get the great experience that every single girl deserves, no matter what their budget.
So Avion Bridal, you can come in there and it's almost a turnkey thing. They don't have to go elsewhere. You can give them recommendations.
Yeah, it is, because I mean, we work with a lot of vendors, so we know a lot of people that we can refer you to. And because a lot of times brides will say, well, I don't know a photographer, I don't know a baker, I don't know a florist. Well, you come in and we have all of that information. We're going to make it nice, simple, and easy for you, because it shouldn't have to be a stressful situation.
Absolutely.
And I've known you, Denise, for a long time, and you've got a great personality to do this, to calm people down, don't she?
Yeah, she sure does.
She does. And that's the perfect, that's the perfect thing. Avion Bridals, Amelia Goodwin, Denise Addis. Okay, your hours of operation. So you tell me, what if people are working, they can't get here? Tell me what do they do? They set up appointments? How does it work?
Yeah, we would like for them to set up an appointment, because we want to give that one-on-one experience with their friends and family and make it extra special. So if you want to give us a call and make an appointment, we'll call you right back. Or if you want to do it online, there is a form that you can fill out. You can send us an email, or you can stop by. But we would like it to be by appointment, because we want every bride to have that one-on-one experience.
And if they do want to set up an appointment, what's your number? How do
All
they
right,
get in touch?
our phone number is 864-973-8269, and we are located at 114 Ramcat Alley. And if you're familiar with Ramcat Alley, that is the old Green Springs building. They have moved one door down, and we took over their space.
And Facebook, Instagram, all that social media, you're on there.
We do have Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, everything is getting up and running with that, but it is such a beautiful aesthetic Denise has already created, and we're going to keep building on that. We're showing sneak peeks of dresses of different sizes, of what the experience will look like when they walk through, because oftentimes women come in and say, I've never even worn a dress. I've never worn a beautiful gown before. And that can be very intimidating when you walk into a place where women know exactly what they're doing, but we want them to feel so calm and happy and relaxed and enjoy the experience of picking out this absolute dream dress for them, that we will work very closely. We'll help them pick and choose parts of dresses that they love, pick and choose styles that they love, try something a little bit different maybe, and they will find exactly what they're looking for
They'll
right
know
here.
it. They'll know it when they see it.
Absolutely.
Now, how did you do this? How did you become the bridal genius for bridal gowns?
Bridal guru.
How did that?
Yes.
Yeah, how did you do that?
Well, I studied psychology in school, and I knew I wanted to work with people, with women especially, feeling confident and empowered, whether you are in a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a working woman, whether you are a student, whether you have not the best, how should I describe it? Not the best confidence in the world. I don't care who it is. I will love to connect and be friends with you. And I decided to go into that when I was after school. I was still living in Utah, and that's a big hub for bridal gowns, and it's very competitive. And I didn't want our shop to become competitive. I worked for a small business as well, and I took it from not selling a single dress in a week to selling hundreds of dresses a week. And that's not the bragging point. The point was women wanted to come in to see us. These young girls in their, early 20s to late 50s. It doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you're feeling like. You're going to come in, and I want you to feel like the most beautiful, as Denise said, royalty that you are.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. I was just sitting here listening. I was like in awe. I was like, wow, this is really good. Avion Bridal, 973-8269, 114 Ramcat Alley. Set up an appointment. Go by, see Denise and Amelia. It's a one-stop shop. They can get you really good.
Yeah, and if you want to preview some of our dresses ahead of time, our website is avionbridal.myshopify.com. And you can always give us an email at avionbridal@yahoo.com.
And, of course, 114 Ramcat Alley. It's great. It's going to be, people get married year-round, right?
Absolutely.
And isn't there a popular show, something about Say Yes to the Dress? What is that?
There is well, of course, one of my favorites, Say Yes to the Dress.
Is that on at late night, or when does that come on?
It's about midday. Yeah. Right as you're going to bed there, Riley. But, so one of the famous, places that's featured on there is Kleinfeld's. And so you don't even have to go to New York City. We have some of the designers that are featured in Kleinfeld's. So that is one of the
That's cool. That's cool. Right here in
one of the
Seneca.
big
That's
points
awesome.
about our store is you're going to get those designers that you're seeing in the magazines, that you're seeing on TV, and all of that. So you
And right here in Seneca.
have that New York experience right here in
on
downtown
Ramcat
Seneca.
Alley. I love it. I love it. That is so awesome. I am so pumped up for you guys, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great year, and we're glad to have a bridal store right here on Ramcat Alley in downtown Seneca. Anything I missed? I know there's so much to talk about. We got to get you back here more than once. But
yeah, the only other thing is Casablanca Design
you got flowers.
Floral Studio. We've combined both of those. So not only are you getting your bridal dresses, you can also pick out your wedding flowers all at the same time. I mean, what better way to have everything right here in one location?
That's right here.
Denise is an absolute genius and artist with the floral. It's incredible.
Oh, I've seen her work. Absolutely.
Isn't it incredible? I'm just blown away. And the way she works and how quickly she works and the time and focus that she has for each, whether it's a bridal bouquet or what am I thinking of?
Just a daily reminder.
Daily reminder of how much you love someone, or you want to take flowers to someone. She puts so much effort and focus into each one, and you can see her passion with every single design she makes.
Or if you just want to surprise your wife at work or at home, you can send some flowers, right?
Yeah.
You guys
Why
listening?
not send flowers on a Tuesday?
Yeah, exactly. Any day. Any day's a great day for flowers. Well, it's great having you here. We're going to get you back. Of course, this is getting jump-started into your business. And, of course, Ramcat Alley, the whole year is coming up. So we're going to keep airing this over and over and over. So we'll get a progress report, get you guys back. And if you ever do anything like a showcase or any kind of, runways or walking or whatever.
Yeah, we will be having our grand opening a little later in the month. Of course, Valentine's is coming up, so it is. We do want to try to capture our grand opening ahead of that. But we are going to be having runway shows.
That's so awesome.
And all
that's
of
good
that.
stuff.
So if you've ever wanted to go to a New York runway,
you got the New York gowns right here, or the dresses.
Exactly.
You don't have to go up there.
Yeah, so we're going to have a Ramcat runway.
I love it. I love it. Guys, Amelia, thank you for coming to South Carolina, being here.
Thank you.
And Denise, of course, thanks you too. So Avion Bridal, 864-973-8269. That's 973-8269. Now, if you are in your car, you may be going to breakfast or something this morning, and you hear this on the radio, hey, there's a bridal store on Ramcat. Call City Hall. Call me, Riley Johnson, City Hall. I will get you in touch with these fine young ladies right here. Hey, thanks, guys. Best of luck to you.
Thank you
for having us.
All right, there they are. It's Avion Bridal. Quick commercial break, and we'll be back. Attention home buyers, or maybe home sellers. If you're in the market for real estate, remember Carol Johnson Real Estate. Located right here in Seneca, you can find her online at caroljohnsonrealestate.com. The number is 864-654-1999. When you're buying or selling real estate, it's a big investment. And you don't need high pressure. You need good, clean, honest service. And you get that at Carol Johnson Real Estate. So if there's a property out there that you're looking at and you need a professional realtor to show you that property, call Carol Johnson Real Estate at 864-654-1999. No matter who's got it listed, call Carol Johnson Real Estate and she can show it to you. 864-654-1999. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, remember the name, Carol Johnson Real Estate. Check her out at caroljohnsonrealestate.com.
Hello, I'm Matt Durham, owner of Sure Shot Firearms, downtown Seneca. I'm an NRA certified pistol instructor and a SLED certified CWP instructor. Here at Sure Shot, we offer monthly classes, group classes, as well as all women's classes. We offer private one-on-one training to those who have schedule restraints or wish to have a more intimate setting. All classes are comfortable and informative with competitive rate.
Thank you for your business, and remember, you and your family's protection is always important to us.
From the Lake Kiowee Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Studios, Lake 94.1 is W231BX and WSNW Seneca.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. Welcome back to City Talk. I'm your host for this segment, Kevin D. Hollis, news director here at 94.1 The Lake. Joined by Nick McKinney with Seneca City Museums. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning. How's it going?
I'm doing well. And how are you?
Good. I'm glad that, Seneca, you're never too far away from where you need to be.
Yeah, absolutely,
so
man.
I'm glad I could get over here pretty quick.
Especially on days like today. And you guys have something going on today.
Yeah.
Book signing, I hear.
Yeah, we have a book signing with Trelithia Harbin, who is an author, a local author, and she's going to be signing a copy of her book entitled An Open Window, My Journey from Fear to Freedom. And that'll be from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Bertha Lee Strickland Cultural Museum, which is located at 208 West South 2nd Street in Seneca. And we're really excited about that. And actually, Sunday, we have another book signing with Dr. Rhonda Thomas. And she's going to be signing a couple different copies of her book.
Okay.
And it's not just, bring your own book and get it signed. We're going to have book giveaways and everything like that. So please do stop by and get a sneak peek at also the new exhibit at the Strickland.
Absolutely. Now, give us again the hours that it's happening.
The hours are from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. For both days, for Saturday, February 26th, and Sunday, February 27th. And the first author will be Trelithia Harbin, and the second author will be Dr. Rhonda Thomas at Clemson University.
I cannot believe February's already gotten away from us. I was just looking at the calendar to make sure it's not the 19th, that it's actually the 26th. I was like, wow.
Because it's been a jam-packed month for us, because with Black History Month, we still have a lot of programming going on, and we had a lot of stuff that we were making. One of which is the Black History Luncheon, which again we did digital this year.
Which is sad because the food is great at the Black History Luncheon.
I know. It's usually catered by Manna from Heaven, and the food is always amazing. And it's such a great event. And we're excited to one day get back to that point, but we just couldn't make it happen this year. But the digital program is incredible. We have a lot of great speakers, local community highlights like the Blue Ridge Community Center, Retreat Rosenwald School, and a bunch of other guests speaking this year, which can all be found at senecacitymuseums.org. It's the homepage right when you go there. And it's a wonderful program. It's like an hour and 45 minutes. You can chop it up, watch it however you want to watch it. The chapters are marked so you can find each thing you want to kind of
convenient.
Yep.
Yeah. So and not just that, but the exhibit over at the Bell Gallery at City Hall.
Yeah, that's our first annual Black Artist Showcase for upstate Black artists. It's an incredible gallery experience. I love all the artists that are participating. Daedrland is a photographer out of the Spartanburg, Greenville area that does carbon transfer prints. They're beautiful photographs. And we have some more local artists, Patsy Johnson and Darren Holden, and they're both amazing painters that do a lot of mixed media work. So definitely go up in City Hall during business hours to check that out.
Yeah, if you haven't been, you're missing out on a really amazing display of great local art.
Yep.
And again, today and tomorrow, Sunday, if you're tuning in this weekend, you want to go by there noon to 3 over at the Seneca City Museums and take part in that book signing, get a copy of the books. I'm sure it's a great read.
Yeah.
Both of them.
They're both wonderful reads. Dr. Thomas's project is most of the copies we have are from the Call My Name project, which is an amazing project.
That's a great book.
Yeah.
Great book.
And Trelithia's stuff is it's a memoir, but it's a beautiful memoir, very powerful. So definitely stop by. And while you're there, there'll be a sneak peek of the newest exhibit at the Strickland, which we're really excited about, entitled The Mask of Lincoln. So we're
now, can you give me any details about that? Anything at all? The Mask of Lincoln?
It's going to be a deep dive into Lincoln.
Well, I'm watching on the History Channel. I just started their Lincoln documentary that they did. That's 3-part series this week. So I'm watching that now. So that you have me intrigued. I'm a big fan of Lincoln.
So it's partially a Smithsonian Museum traveling exhibition, a poster exhibit. And the core of it is they took not all of, but most of the portraits that you recognize of Abraham Lincoln. There's about 12 of them throughout his life, like photographs, and they use those as a place to start. And they start talking about Lincoln as the man, as the person, and less about
the political.
I mean, it does get into the political things. Like we do talk about the Emancipation Proclamation, and we do talk about some of the things that were going on around him because they impacted him as a person.
Right.
But we also talk about his son being sick, and we talk about
his life.
Yeah, his life.
And how he
grew up, his dad, Thomas, and what that
dealt with
relationship
such
was.
depression. I mean, it's unreal to think about. And because whenever you think of political figures from history like that, you don't think of them really as being, they become larger than life.
Yep.
And you don't think of them as being average, everyday Americans and people. But, Lincoln buried his mom at a young age. And his dad left him and his sister there in the woods to fend for them for months while he goes to find a new mom. It's like, how did they even survive? But that's good. When is that coming?
So it should be up that Saturday for the event.
Oh, okay.
Today, if you're listening on Saturday.
Today.
But I think it's a really powerful look at, like you said, a person who has become almost an icon separate from who he was as a person.
Right.
And I think it's really important that we kind of humanize these people in history because it helps us understand how they got to where they're at.
Exactly, and what shaped their decisions as leaders and things of that nature.
I mean, because I think we all recognize that we make decisions in work, even if we're trying not to be biased, that are based on our family. And these great world leaders and these people in history were no different. But sometimes that gets lost.
I wonder if that exhibit, I'm just curious if it touches on his wife's delving into the mediums and spiritualist movement of the time, because she had seances at the White House.
It doesn't touch too much on Mary,
but that was more akin to her way of dealing with the depression of the loss of their son, and I'm sure Lincoln dealt with it in his own way too.
Because he died while he was in office. So so that must have been a very difficult thing to deal with. And he died because of the Potomac River, which I grew up near the Potomac River. But
did you really?
Yeah. I grew up on the Maryland side of D.C. My mom worked in D.C.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Learned something new.
Yeah, but apparently he drank some contaminated water from the river, and that's what got him sick.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's before he was shot. Lincoln.
Willie?
Willie. I'm sorry. I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
Wow. Drinking some bad water from the river. Well, again, the book signings are this Saturday and Sunday, February 26th, 27th from noon to 3 at Seneca City Museums. Before I let you get out of here, Nick, I do want to talk about coming up on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. You guys are hosting an event out on the lawn for the kids.
Yes, we're so excited about it. It's going to be a St. Patrick's event on the lawn for the kids, like you mentioned, and it's going to be a really fun time. There's going to be games, food, and a bunch of surprises and prizes that we're really excited that we could host one at the museums in the back lawn, but also something to provide for the youth of the area.
Yeah. Now you got to have your Seneca High School student pass.
You got to have your Seneca High School ID to get in. But we're really excited about the opportunity, and because especially with last season with fifth quarter and how successful that was, this event will kind of go right along that line and be a great event for all the kids at the high school to come to.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to that. Again, March 17th. Mark your calendar, just a few weeks away, like, less than a month.
I know, it's crazy.
I know, it's like...
February just left.
It's gone. It's like, doesn't even exist anymore. But again, today and tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, February 26th, 27th, noon to 3, big book signing out there at the Seneca City Museums. And you don't need to register. You just show up. And
just show up and come into the Strickland and call my name, author Dr. Ramos will be there Sunday.
Sunday. Should be there Sunday. And again, Saturday, your author is?
It is Trelithia Harbin.
Trelithia Harbin. That's going to be a great event. We want to encourage everyone to come on out. And that's, I guess, about going to wrap it up for us, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us here on City Talk on your community involved at 94.1 The Lake.
And just like that, a full hour of fun has come and gone. And we'll see you back here next Saturday morning for another great episode of City Talk with Mayor Dan Alexander. God bless you, everybody. Have a great and safe weekend.